Hello and welcome to this mini announcement. It's already been announced to our patrons and generally online, but I thought I'd give our podcast listeners a proper little roundup of what's coming up. We have a planned live stream autumn season starting in September. So we're starting a rolling season of live streamed audio recording sessions. That's a bit of a mouthful. Every 2 weeks. So these will be mostly complete performance of a play or two, performed live as audio only for our patrons. So these recording sessions might run with some concessions to the final edit, with some roles or music only marked in place, with additional pickups to follow after the live stream ends. But otherwise, these live streams, you'll be on the ground floor to hear a complete production before the final edit goes out to the podcast next year. So we're running 6 live streams, 6, hopefully, starting with Banks Bay Horse in a Trance, your perfectly normal horse conversation. And then we're going to continue for another 5 weeks with a selection of medieval morality plays, Tudor interludes, and other short pieces from pre-modern drama. We will also be recording more bits and pieces of fragmentary plays as we go, though I'm not going to make any announcements about them yet. We're still sorting the logistics, and some of these may get truncated or simplified as we go. It may be that we've just bitten off more than we can chew, and it's just a bit too much to be doing this regularly, but we're going to try regardless. All of these live streams will be made available to £3 plus tier, the Help Keepers Online tier, on our Patreon page. So you need to be a £3 or more, or whatever your local currency equivalent, the Help Keepers Online tier, to listen to those live. They will be running at 2:30 p.m. UK time, which is very early modern, sometime after 2 p.m. You get a play. That's how plays work. Though, of course, we're doing interludes. So we're doing... First one, Banks Bay Horse, is not an interlude. It's a dialogue pamphlet with a conversation between Banks, a well-known showman, and his horse. And so that's going to be a relatively short, simple opener for us. And that's starting on Monday the 14th of September. Then on Monday the 28th of September, it's always on a Monday every 2 weeks, Hick Scorner, a Tudor moral interlude from the early years of the reign of Henry VIII. Then 2 weeks after that, on Monday the 12th of October, we will be doing a double bill, the Interlude of Youth, which you may have already heard a version of. We did it live on stage and we have released the sort of live feed, but it's a little unsatisfactory as an audio recording, so we're going to remount that, as well as Abraham and Isaac. There's a standalone mystery play, sometimes known as either the Northampton or the Dublin mystery play, and that's the story of Abraham and Isaac. So that's a double bill there on the 12th of October. Then on the 26th of October, Lusty Juventus. We were planning to record this as part of our Sir Thomas More event in April, but we just didn't have time in the day to do it, so we're recording that then. And then 2 weeks after that, we have a double bill of The Baptism and the Temptation by John Bale. That's Monday, 9th of November. We, again, have done a version of The Temptation. The audio has gone out on the podcast, but we want to do a slightly tighter remount of that. After that, closing that particular season, on Monday the 23rd of November, we will be doing Mankind, the earliest text we're doing this season, a late medieval morality play. So that's going to be our primary season. But that's not all. No, that's not all. On top of also our live in-person Lord Mayor's Show Day on the 29th of October. There are only 3 tickets left for that at the time I'm recording this, so get in fast if you want to have a wander around London, exploring how Lord Mayor's shows functioned, and then we are doing an in-person event at the Guildhall in London, so do book if you want to catch that. There is one other in-person event this year, and it is the Beyond Christmas Revels on Sunday the 6th of December. It's one of our all-day events, like our Sir Thomas More event, like our Game at Chess event. It starts at 1 p.m. and it will go on across the day. And it's a Christmas Revels, so we have a whole selection of Christmassy plays that we're going to do. We're hoping to do at least 4 short plays in full. We might do some other bits and pieces as well. The full lineup is not quite decided on. And we hope to have an exciting panel of people to talk about the Christmassy things we're doing. Christmas comes in all sorts of different forms in the late medieval and early modern calendar, so it's a real range of mostly quite silly stuff. We have deliberately chosen some student stuff that is quite ridiculous. Christmas Mess, Narcissus as a 12th night entertainment for you. We're going to do the Townley Second Shepherd's Play because it's really fun. And we're also doing a Mask, Christmas's Mask by Ben Jonson, which is, if you know from our second look exploring sessions of that, and our first as well, is a really fun bit of theatre. So quite unlike your standard Mask, to be honest. So that's our lineup for this year. Banks Bay Horse in a Trance, Hick Scorner, Interlude of Youth, Abraham and Isaac, Lusty Juventus, The Baptism, The Temptation, Mankind, Christmas shows galore, and Lord Mayor's show lineup looking at 1626 and 1627. That's what we're doing before the end of this year. All of that will be recorded and mixed and put out on the podcast for free sometime next year, maybe into the year after for some of the Christmas stuff. So yeah, if you can't become a patron, you will still hear most of what we're recording. If you can become a patron, you can catch these live streams for £3 a month. That's £1.50 per live stream going into the end of the year, and every little helps to make these things get recorded. For those wondering about our patron voted play, Friar Bacon and Friar Bungay, that will be recorded. The plan at the moment is to do that in January, in the back winter, once all the dust has settled. We're planning on getting that done, and then at the same time we will vote for our next patron play around about then as well. We have something special coming up in the spring, which I hope you're going to enjoy and look forward to. And we hope to have more plans for recordings and live streams and things for the podcast coming out anon. I've wittered on long enough. All those things, you can find details about that on our website or on our Patreon, patreon.com/Beyond Shakespeare. There is a page for that there, and our website, beyondshakespeare.org. And as I say, this stuff will come to the podcast further down the line. But for now, I've been your host, Robert Crichton. Thank you so much for listening. You've got a lot of wonderful stuff coming through. We're putting out our Weird Revels. We're nearly on top of that. So that's all going to hopefully come out by the end of this year, early next year, for listening on the pod, plus a host of other short plays as well. I'm trying to get out a play every 2 weeks. That's basically my plan. I will probably fail, but that's why I'm aiming 26 plays a year. God damn it, that's what I'm going to try and do. And we'll see how far we get. Again, thank you so much for listening. If indeed you still are, all the best. Bye.